Morning, windmill. Flat spotted tires. Whew! These ones are really bad.
Hi, I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter.
I'm Tony Fast's daughter. Our family has been blessed to farm in Montana
For over 100 years now.
And it wouldn't be possible without the great team we have
and blessings from our Savior, Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm heading over to pick up the baler because we got some upgrades that are going to be going in that baler today. The guys from May Wes are coming out to help us do an install on Bale Skis. Well, after about 10 miles, finally up to road gear, road speed. Sorry, now that you're... Did I ruin it? Now you're really, really hungry?
Now I'm really, really hungry.
Right.
I was hungry, but then you mentioned food.
You want a Montana corn cob to hold you over?
No thanks, I'm trying to quit. But seriously, sidewalk chalk. Montana corn.
And look at this guy.
Right.
415. Look how big that corn cob is. Well, Eric is back along with Nancy and Ryan from May Wes. He's been here third time now.
Third time out here.
Yeah, they did poly cutter bar skids and for the MacDon heads as well as the five fingers for the reels. So
Yep.
This time, what are we doing?
We are going to be installing a Bale Ski bale liner on this 434.
Hold on, we should do it this way, huh? That thing, on that baler.
On this thing right here. I believe it's a 434?
Yeah, XL.
XL.
Long chamber.
Yeah. And it's
So-
red.
Yep. And so they got us red skis, and Eric brought red gloves. So what's this thing going to do for us?
The biggest thing is consistency of the density of the bale.
Okay, and heavier bales too, right?
Heavier bales, so
At
your
lower
weight.
pressures.
Right, correct.
So-
So your size and weight are all going to be within a few pounds on each bale.
Okay.
That's one added feature. One of the biggest features people don't realize is leaf loss.
Okay.
You're going to minimize leaf loss, which is very important. A lot of protein in the leaves, and obviously, if you're in the market for selling the hay, that's more money, and
It's
you're
not going to fall on the ground.
right.
Stay in
Yep.
the bale.
It's going to stay in the bale.
So I'm guessing the theory is the metal gets shiny and slick. This plastic has a little texture to it and stays that way and kind of holds that hay a little tighter.
Kind of holds everything together.
Sure.
Yeah. And your tractor's not working as hard.
How come all the beautiful welds always get covered up?
Right. Now you got a dang good one there, or what?
Oh yeah, they're all magical.
They're all magical all the time?
Yeah. That's what I went to college for. They better be. Now I get it well left-handed. Let's see how this goes. Got the side skids all put in. We got to weld the front. You saw a little bit of that welding. Get this plate welded in and then start bolting it in. Stretch it back. We'll do the same thing, but I'll show you with these narrower ones. Well, now we got the bracket welded on. We got to drill it and tap it, and then we'll slide the plastic ski in there and drill through the plastic and put the bolt in. Alrighty, we gotta come along hooked up back there, and what's the correct term on that squeezy majiggery we got?
The vice? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's called vice.
Some kind of a clamp.
Some friction clamp.
I think they couldn't even call it a vice.
Anyways, there's a clamp that's grabbing the plastic.
2-ton nose clamp.
Okay, the 2-ton nose clamp. And they're gonna get a little stretch to these so that when it gets warm out, they don't get saggy. Or at least that's our thought on the reasoning. Well, the top is all installed now. They cut out the spot there for the star wheel that measures your barrel length, so to trip the knotters. Looks pretty cool up in there. Now, just gotta do the floor. Well, I haven't been filming a whole lot of this because I've been pretty busy working on it, but now that Eric is working, I can show you guys what's going on.
Eric's working?
First time for everything, right?
So we're using the come along, stretching these like we were on every other one. Get the holes drilled, tapped, and bolts put in. It's kind of a, they gave us 8 hours, right?
8 to 10 hours.
Which is probably man hours, right? So if you've got a bunch of you, go faster. It's probably a 2-man job at the.
It's for sure a 2-man job.
It'd be a lot quicker with 2 guys. 1 guy could do it, but 2-man job works a lot better.
It would, yeah. 1 guy, it would take a long time.
Tell you what, the second one would go a lot faster.
Bring on the second baler. Okay. Hey, Tony. You know, there's an old saying, work smarter, not harder.
Yep.
Well, we got the young guy in there.
Yeah, Dad always said that Grandma told him to use the old stuff up first, though, so.
You got a point there.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Move your hands so you can see how much that stretches. And then snap!
Yeah, won't that be the
Oh,
time?
look, Tim gets new teeth. Ready? One more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, the cable sounds tight on that one. Yeah. Tighten it to a key of C, the note of C, or whatever it means. Well, I had to slip away for a minute or two. The guys got it all finished up, but looks great. I'm excited to see what it's going to do for our pressures on our baler, as well as our bale weights, and kind of going to have to figure out where my stop point is on moisture now, because we do that off of pressure, chamber pressure on
Right
the
off the
baler.
pressure.
So, but looks good. I'm excited. So
It, again, it's going to put more profit in your pocket.
yep.
The consistent density of the bale is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And then obviously you're going to lessen that leaf loss, which is very important.
Yep, and we'll be able. This has a scale on every bale that slides into the stacker, gets weighed before it gets picked up, so we'll know too. Be able to see that consistency. So
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for you to try that out.
yeah. So thanks again for coming out and getting this all put together.
Absolutely. Thank you much for allowing us to come out and
And
have
it-
this opportunity.
And it's available for any baler,
It's available for most
square balers.
Square balers.
Yep.
Yep, large and small.
And you guys also have pickup teeth and bands and lots of parts available for any hay equipment.
Lots of parts for haying equipment. Yes, poly pickup bands. We have the rubber rake teeth.
Yep. That is the poly bands on a baler. You sometimes wonder if your baler's running because they're so quiet compared. You always hear the metal tinging of the
It's so quiet.
old steel ones.
Correct. Yep.
So
So a nice thing about them, metal ones do bend. Once they bend, they do hold that profile of a bent band.
yep.
Poly ones, they will give, but then they will bounce back
Spring
into
back.
the original shape.
Yep. So, look them up, maywes.com. Check them all out. Instagram, YouTube as well. So, if you're looking for parts for ag or lots of other industries as well.
I'd say a week ago, we got a blizzard warning, and it amounted to a whole lot of nothing. And as of yesterday morning, we were under a winter weather advisory with the possibility of little to no snow accumulation, but 35-mile-an-hour winds and all that. So anyway, the blizzard a week ago was nothing. Last night, yesterday, we maybe got 3 to 4 inches of snow, but it howled. The wind blew. So my driveway is back to drifted in again. I got out of my driveway this morning, went helped the May Wes crew. We finished the baler. Now I'm in the payloader, and I'm headed to my house to dig it out. And these are the road conditions that we had to drive on. Because Monday, the temperature got up to like 30 or 32, and the wind was blowing. So it was blowing the snow across the road, warm enough that it melted, and then refroze. So gray ice pretty much the whole way. There's a few spots here and there that aren't bad, but this is pretty much what their north and south roads look like around here right now. I thought I had my camera on time lapse while I plowed my driveway. Oops. Well, new day, new storm. We had pretty good, I don't know, 3 to 4 inches of snow and a lot of wind. So we've got some cleanup to do. I got it. Plenty deep right through here. Almost to the top of the tires. Definitely 3/4 of the way to the top of the tires. Maybe I should have got back up. It's back. Not a big deal. We just finally got the rest of our parts ordered that we had ordered. They came in, except for the pogo stick. We have not got a pogo stick, but there is one coming. It was already shipped. It just hasn't made it here yet. That was a lot of fun. But it's rinsed off now. And it was a lot dirtier than I thought. It's a lot colder outside than I thought. I thought we were supposed to be like 30-ish. I don't think so. Not yet. So it was freezing pretty good to the fenders and that stuff. But anyway. One of my first projects is I backed into some snow where we were loading as I was trying to back around with the trailer. And I pulled the mud flap off. So bolts run through this, so I have to pull the tail lights out to get to the bolts. I haven't even bothered to try. I looked at the ones and they are basically rusted through, so I knew I'd be replacing them, and I didn't have bolts. Ta-da! Little shorter. But I doubt anybody will notice, so don't say anything. Alright, that project's done. I think I'll do the new airlines and the power cord for the tarp and the trap openers. Put a plug in there so that way, I think Tony mentioned this, we'll be able to disconnect the air lines completely when we are unhooked from a trailer. Like right now I have them bungee corded here to make sure that they didn't fall off and drag on the ground or anything. And I have the power cord and the lift axle cord stowed nicely away to where they can't fall off, but those weren't quick attached, so we're going to make these quick attach, be able to pull them off, throw them in the side box, and bobtail without worrying about them falling. Well, the problem I just ran into is I'm missing another red glide hand. Don't know where it is. I thought we had one. Probably do somewhere. But I gotta go find it. Plus I gotta clean up my mess. I found it. Really don't know if I need Teflon tape on these, but I'm not gonna find out the hard way that I did and don't have it. Not really expensive anyways. Cheap insurance. And then, like I said, if you're bobtailing, you just unhook them and throw them under the sleeper and the side boxes, and you don't have to worry about them falling off. They're obviously long enough. Take a drop down under the tire, and now you're spending another $130 or whatever they were for the whole new kit. So anyway, yeah, like I said, waiting on a pogo stick for now. We'll get one. It's, like I said, it was ordered a long time ago, and I think it shipped yesterday or the day before. So it's en route. So now I will work on my plug for the power tarp and the traps. Nothing goes as planned. I have to find some eyelets. Usually there's a hole with a set screw in the back of that, you know, so you'd stick the wire in there and a set screw would push in and hold it tight from the side. These have bolts, so I gotta figure something out. Okay, so what I've just figured out is, again, they're not the typical just set screw plug and play, so I have to put this on down the negative wire. Then I can solder the negative post in, which will slide up and only goes through that way. Then solder the positive post, which will then go through the back side of this plastic. So kind of confusing, kind of crazy, but whatever. Haven't soldered in a while, so time to practice. Well, apparently I still remember how to solder. However, I can't ever remember which button on my camera is the power and which button's the record. So you missed it. Sorry, folks. That was me. Having issues. You don't realize how much you shake until you're trying to get a tiny screw into a plug hole for electrical plug. Really don't. And we got power, and I'm pretty sure this is fuse protected up at the battery, so I think we're good. All done, I think, for this project. Oh, other than the pogo stick. Don't forget the pogo stick. we will get that pogo. Airlines, power to the tarp and the hopper doors, traps, pigtail. This little orange wire is for the lift axle. We're gonna put a pogo stick right on this brace here, and obviously trailer. So it looks a little goofy with the pile there, but hey, that's pretty sweet. And then, like I said, we'll be able to just pop them all off, coil them up, put them in here, bobtail down the road.